Good morning. It is Sunday, July 23rd. I am off today, but I did get up early so that I can take my family to work. I'm going to go walk outside at the lake, so I'm going to take you guys along with me. We're going to do something a little bit different today. I'm just going to vlog, at least for today, maybe longer, about what I'm eating. I'm being really diligent about tracking lately. Just to make sure that I'm staying on track. I did get up this morning and I am down to 213 pounds, which means that I have lost 2 pounds of the 10 that I gained last week from stopping Mounjaro. So that's a start. I was hoping it would reduce faster, but it doesn't. That could be partially my injury with my knee, and I have some extra inflammation, and I could be carrying some extra water as well. But at least I'm heading back down. I'm starting this morning off with my keto brains and an oolong tea. I'm gonna try it this time with some skinny syrup that's butter toffee, so hopefully that'll be good. It's brewing right now and we're getting ready to walk out the door. So I will check back in with you when I get to the lake and show you a little bit of my walk. And then when I finally get around to eating, I'll show you what I eat today. We'll check in later. All right, well, I finally made it up to the lake. I've been walking for just a few moments. I figured I'd check in and share about my walk so far. So far, so good. I'm in my favorite place. You can see the lake behind me. In a moment, I'll turn the camera around and I'll do a quick pan and give you a look of what it looks like around here. It's a nice wide paved trail and I'm standing on a dock right now, so that's kind of nice. I'm just going to take it gentle today and just do a walk. I'm planning about 4 miles, so it should take me a little over an hour, maybe closer to an hour and a half. It depends on how my knee does. I do have my brace on, so I am wearing that. And it's gonna be a good morning. This is my first time coming out here all by myself. Normally I have Matt with me, but Matt and Emma are working, so I got the car and I came out here. All right, let me turn the camera around so you guys can see what it looks like out here. All right, so here we are at the lake. If you look way out towards the distance, you're gonna see that big tall tower. That's Citrus Tower here in Claremont. It's a place that you can visit. And sorry about the blurriness, I'm still figuring out this new camera, but we do want to go there sometime because you can see forever. So it's just a nice, really big lake. And I love it because you can just walk the path all along it. I will check in as I... All right, well, I'm about a mile in. I'm walking at about 19 and a half minutes, so just a little faster than 3 miles an hour, which is slow for me typically. But with my knee injury, I'm taking it easy and making sure that I am not pushing myself too far. It's been a great morning and great walk so far. I've seen lots of walkers and bikers and roller skaters and stuff like that, so it's been a really nice walk. I'm getting ready to take a little detour path, so it's going to go up towards another pier. So I'll take you guys over there with me and show you what it looks like over off this next pier, because it's really pretty. Plus, taking all these side paths are getting me in a few extra steps. It's hot, but not too bad. I'm in a nice shaded area. One thing I did forget was my hat. I wish that I would have remembered that, but I was tired this morning and hungry. I still haven't eaten yet. I did have my keto brains with a little bit of butter, so that gave me a little bit of fuel just to get my workout in, but I didn't have time to stop and make any food because I had to get Matt and Emma to work today. But it's nice to get out of the house and just go for a lovely walk. I can hear all the birds and it's just really, really, really pretty over here. Lots of trees and just a really nice place. I'm up walking at the lake. The lake is called Lake Mineola. All right, we're almost to the little pier and then I'll give you guys another look around on this side.
All right, I didn't go all the way down the pier just because there were people down there. They were fishing and walking, and I didn't want to interrupt their quiet time. So I did snap a couple pictures that I will insert either before this clip or after this little clip. It'll depend on how it goes when I do my editing. But it's been a great morning. So I'll check in as I continue on my walk. All right, well, I'm about 2 miles in and I'm where I normally turn around, but my knee is feeling good. So I am going to go an additional half mile and try to get up to a 5-mile walk in today because I really want to be active because I haven't been as active this week since I have been sitting down on light duty. So we'll see how this goes. My pace is picked up. I'm doing it about 18:25 per mile, so a little bit faster. It's going good. So I'm getting ready to go further than I've ever gone before. So it'll be interesting to see what's up here. Check in shortly. All right, so I'm getting ready to turn around. I have walked 2.62 miles so far. There's a nice street up here that is a convenient place to turn around. So I figured that'd be a good stopping point. So I should get in a little more than 5 miles. My pace is still at about 18 miles or 18 minutes per mile. So I've actually picked up about 20 seconds. So I'm doing good. Knee is feeling good. So yeah, I'm excited to get in a nice long walk, even if it is a little on the slower side, because typically I walk about 4 miles an hour when I'm out for exercise. All right, so here we go. Turning around, halfway point, now heading back towards my car. I'll check in shortly. All right, so I've done 3.39 miles so far, and I'm getting really close to one of my favorite parts in my walk. This will be on my way back, so I'll show it to you in just a few minutes. I am still picking up speed. I'm currently averaging 7.43 miles an hour, and my last mile told me I walked it in about 16 and a half minutes, so pretty good. So knee's still doing good, and I'm gonna be really close to about 5.25 to 5.5 miles when I get back to my car. As I get closer to my car, I will assess if I want to go ahead and push it just a little bit further and try to actually walk a 6K today. I do have water with me, so that is definitely needed. And I'm going to go home and I'm going to get some electrolytes because it is definitely warm out here today. But I'm enjoying just being out and getting some quality time outside where it's just quiet. I have my music going normally, but I just lost signal a few minutes ago, which is really weird, but that's okay. It'll pick back up in a few minutes and then I'll have some music again. Until then, I can continue to listen to the birds chirp. I love walking out here because it's very rural and outside the city limits, and it reminds me of back home in North Carolina because I am a country girl. I like to be close enough to a city to do things because I grew up in San Diego, so I'm used to having access to that kind of stuff. But I also like living far enough out that it's quiet and more rural and just peaceful. So hopefully one day we'll move out of our apartment and we can move into a house that's a little bit more rural. Or maybe eventually, if it all works in my favor, I would love to get a farm because I love animals and it would be fun to do a farm and have some chickens again. And I would like to do sheep for both wool purposes as well as having meat, and being able to raise our own meat would be great. I don't want a huge plot of land. Somewhere probably between 5 and 10 acres would be fantastic. I just don't know if that's in our cards or in our future. We haven't done a whole lot of research into it because right now we're just not in the season of life where we can think about that. I've got to get through my PhD and I just started. So that's going to take me quite a few years. All right, we're coming up on my favorite spot, so I'm gonna enjoy the shade and show you what it's like. Sorry, I know this is bouncing. I don't have my tripod with me, and I need to get a new one because the one I got is not great, and so I'm saving up for a new tripod. So this is one of my favorite little spots. It's just so pretty in here through the trees and the shade. I really love this part, and there's a nice little park off to the right, and the lake is off to the left, so it's just really pretty through here. Let's see if I can get it to focus a little bit better as I'm walking. I do apologize that this is not the greatest videoing skills. I'm still working on learning those. All right, well, I will check in as I get closer to my car. All right, I just passed the 4-mile mark and did my fastest mile yet at 17.6 miles per hour. I did just stop to readjust my knee brace because it was sliding down. And I've decided that when I get to the car, I'm done, as my knee is swelling some. It's not painful, it's just a little bit swollen. And then I am also, it's feeling tired. So I'm gonna call that as a good done point. I'm sure from here on out I will probably slow down just to help my knee some, but that's still going to be a really good walk today, over 5 miles. I'm really happy with that, but I am looking forward to going home and getting a shower because it's muggy and I am sweaty. But hey, that's exercise for you. All right, I will check in as I get closer or get to the car, whichever comes first. All right, I made it back to the car. I'm very hot and tired and very hungry. I think today is going to be a 3-meal day, but I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna take a shower first and get cooled off. I managed to walk 5.18 miles. My average pace was 17.549 miles per hour, and I did it in 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 26 seconds. So that was really good. I'm gonna kick up the AC and head home now. I will check in with you once I get my first meal of the day. All right, so I made it home. I've had a shower, had to start some laundry. I planned what I'm going to eat for my first meal and made it. I'll show you what that is in just a moment. And then once I eat, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna watch an episode of Outlander, and then it's gonna be homework time. Sunday is the day I normally do some cleaning, and I'm still gonna do it today, but I'm gonna wait till my husband's home and he can help me knock it out because I'm kind of tired. Not like super tired, but just a little tired. So a long walk will do that to you. All right, so let's see what I got for lunch. All right, so here's what I have for lunch. I have 2 egg life wraps that I've put some mustard and some roast beef in. I have 1.5 ounces of pork rinds, and then I had some sour cream that needed to be used because it's been open for a little while. So I took 4 tablespoons of sour cream and I added some of this Porking Good dill pickle seasoning. So I'm going to use that as a dip for my pork rinds. I made a dip last night for some pork rinds out of Greek yogurt and the smoky jalapeno. And that one was really good. So we're going to try this one with the sour cream. Like I said, I'm only using sour cream this time because I have an open container and I want to use it up. So that is going to be my first meal of the day. All right, so it's about 4:45. I have not accomplished much today. I did my walk. I did my lunch that I showed earlier. And then I started on my homework. We had a thunderstorm and I got really, really sleepy. So I took a nap for a couple hours. And then I went and I got my husband and my daughter. I'm getting ready to make meal number 2. I'm having a creamy. I'm going to have birthday cake flavored, so that's going to be delicious. And then in a little bit, I am going to start cooking our dinner. I have some beef short ribs that I'm going to braise, and that's going to take a couple hours. So hopefully I'll be hungry when they're done. So that will be my 3rd meal if I eat it, but I'll check in as we continue on through our day. We have planned an adventure for Tuesday, so I will probably keep this little vlog going through the next couple days. Although tomorrow I don't have much plans, it's mostly homework and then I have PT. So yeah, but we'll keep it going for a couple days. I'll check in shortly. All right, so now it's about 6 o'clock and I am getting ready to put the short ribs in the oven. They are going to take an hour and a half. I went ahead and braised them. I'll show you what they look like before they go into the oven. All right, so these are our braised short ribs. I did get 2 packages of them, so I believe I have 8 in there. There's 2, 4, 6, so I have 7 in there. So what I did is I took some bacon grease and I put it in the bottom of the pan, and then I seasoned them with Redmond's seasoned salt and browned them on all sides. And now they're in my Dutch oven with 2 cups of water, and they're going to cook at about 325 for about an hour and a half. I'm toying with the idea of using some of my beef-based keto chow to make a gravy, but I haven't decided if I'm going to do that. If I do that, I will let you guys know. Good morning. It is now Monday, July 24th. So I realized I did not show you my dinner last night. I was really hungry, so it came out of the oven and I was starting to eat. And as I was starting to eat, a friend called and she was having a really rough time, excuse me. So I went over and I visited with her and just sat with her for a little bit. And then when I got home, it was fairly late, but I went ahead and I just ate real quickly and then we went to bed. So I got some good sleep, but I'm still feeling tired this morning and I've got a busy day ahead of me. So I have lots of homework to do and I have my first physical therapy today. What am I getting ready to do right now? Well, my CGM is going off in about 20 minutes, so I've got to go put in a new sensor. And then I am going to cook some breakfast, which I'll show you. And then, like I said, I'm going to do homework and I'm going to do my workout routine today. I'm going to try and add a leg workout back in. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to use resistance bands instead of weight. I've heard that resistance band helps strengthen the muscle, but if anything at any point starts to feel like it's painful, I'm not going to do it. Like hurt pain, there's a difference, between tired pain. Now I've got tired pain because I did walk really long yesterday. All right, so I will check back in with you when my breakfast is done. All right, here is my breakfast. I have 4 sausage patties and then I have 4 scrambled eggs. How I do my scrambled eggs is I start by frying them, and then if I think I can't flip them, I break the yolks and stir them all together. So that's what I call scrambled eggs, or my version of scrambled eggs. And then I have a cold brew coffee today. I haven't had any cold brew in over a week, so I figured, why not have some coffee? So tonight's flavor is peppermint patty, and Matt is over there making his eggs to go with his sausage. We are also cooking up some bacon and to mix into creamies. Hopefully we'll have some bacon and a creamy this afternoon. All right, I'll check back in as the day goes by. All right, I'm sitting here on the floor because my legs are jelly and I don't feel like getting up. I just completed a 30-minute arm workout. That was killer. I did use for one set of, I used a 20 pound. For the second set, I did have to drop down to 15 pounds. So I used both 10 and 15 pounds. This is an improvement because I was using 5 and 10 pounds. So arm workouts are going well. And then my daughter sent me these little bands. I have several of them. You would think this is easy. This is not easy. This is why I'm still sitting on the floor, because I'm tired. I spent 25 minutes working my leg workout, and let me tell you, I feel it. So I'm gonna get up in a second and get some water, and then I'm going to finish my other workout. I need to go for a walk. And if you do hear that buzzing noise, Matt is 3D printing today, so that's probably what you hear. So I'll check in a little bit later. I still haven't had anything other than some water and some Element. Hopefully I will get some keto chow in just a little bit, but I'm not hungry, and I have physical therapy at 4 o'clock, so I'm gonna have to leave in a little while. I still have time. It's almost 1 o'clock, so it's not too bad. All right, so that's how my day is going so far, and I'm tired. I'm sure I'm gonna sleep well tonight. All right, so we're getting ready to have dinner, and I did PT today. It went really well. He's having me work on building my quadricep on my left leg because I have a part of it that is pretty weak. So he's giving me bunches of sizes to do, which is actually kind of funny because some of the ones I were doing earlier is the ones he's prescribed. So I was on the right track with what I was doing. So that's going well. I don't have to go back to physical therapy until Friday, and then I go again Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday the following week. So it's going well. So for dinner tonight, we are doing pot roast. I always braise a pot roast in the oven. It's my favorite way to cook pot roast. I seasoned it with seasoned salt, onion salt, garlic salt, and then in the pan I browned it really well on all sides, put 2 cups of water in it, and then stuck it in the oven at 350 for 3 hours until it was fall apart tender. And then I also attempted to make Maria Emmerich's carnivore biscuits because I had everything. I'm not feeling so great about those. I don't know how they're going to go. I don't know if I'm going to like them or what, but hey, I gave it a shot. I'll show you our dinner in just a moment. All right, so this is our pot roast, and then I put the au jus in there too. The au jus is my favorite part. I'm really super excited about it. And these are the biscuits. What you see on the pan is butter that leaked out. They still got a few more minutes to cool, but I'm not so sure about them. So I don't know if I'm going to like them, and that's okay if I don't, but I just wanted to try something new. So that's what we are going to have for dinner tonight. So change of plans. The roast beef was very salty to me, so I was not interested in it. I ate maybe 2 ounces of it. My husband is loving it, which is actually kind of funny because he's not a salt person and I am, and he says it's perfect. So I guess he was needing some salt and I wasn't. So I made myself a blueberry keto chow creamy, and I have mixed 2 tablespoons of bacon into it. Also a review on the Maria Emmerich biscuits that I made. Those are not going to be for me. I think the flavor was fine. I didn't care for the texture. So it's a no-go for me, but those of you who love it, that's awesome. Just definitely not for me, and that's okay. So I'm gonna go and eat my creamy before it melts, and that's now my dinner. I'll check in with you guys later. Good morning. It's Tuesday, July 25th. We were planning to go out and go for a hike today over at Lake Louisa State Park. However, Matt didn't sleep well, and I am feeling every bit of exercise that I did for PT yesterday. My knee is really bothering me this morning. Not in a lot of pain way, but just it's tired and I've used it way. So I am not feeling like going hiking around the lake and hiking in the woods. So today I'm going to stay home and do homework, do my PT exercises, and stay on track with that. So I am getting ready to make some breakfast. We're going to have cheese and leftover roast beef omelets with some sausage and bacon. I think our plan today is big breakfast and then a creamy for dinner because neither one of us is feeling super hungry. So we're just going to eat early, and if we want something later, we're going to have it later. But I am going to go ahead and end this vlog here. Yeah, so that'll work. You can see what I've done the past couple of days, and then remember that next week and possibly this week, we'll see how much I get done today. The uploading schedule is going to change. I'm going to be doing one general video on how my week is gone and life has been going for me on Mondays. Wednesdays, you will see a Wellness Wednesday. So we'll be talking about wellness tips. We're going to start by talking about what wellness is. And then I have an article that I read for school that I found really fascinating that lines right there with wellness that I'm going to share. And then on Fridays, it'll start this Friday, but you won't see it till next Friday. I'm going to be doing the what I eat in a week vlog. So you'll get to see little snippets of what I'm eating. And I think I'm going to include my exercise routine in there as well. So you guys so I can talk a little bit about food and exercise because those two go hand in hand for me and for a lot of people. So I want to include that in there. But all right, I hope you guys have a great week and we'll touch bases again soon.